right. Very good evening to all of you. So I receive a lot of questions regarding research internships. That what are the opportunities? How do we get a research internship? How to write a statement of purpose? How to write a motivation letter? So in this video, everything is explained beautifully by Gopal. Right? He has got different internships in IIT Hyderabad, in JNCSR, and he has done some internship in Delhi University as well. So he has a lot of experience, and he has shared all these things beautifully. It is a very relevant discussion, and I think it would be quite helpful to you. One important thing that I need to mention is that these are all basically academic internships. So if you are looking to join the industry, then obviously you should be looking into industrial internships and not academic internships, right? And secondly, I have given the description of the whole what all we have talked about down in the description box and also in the comment section, so you can have a look. If there is some particular topic that you're particular like you are really interested in, then you can go ahead and watch that particular part of the video. In case you're interested in the complete video, like I said, it's an interesting discussion, you can watch the complete video as well, right? So let's just dive into the video.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am good. So how's the lockdown going? What are you doing in the lockdown these days?
Yeah, I'm just developing few new skills like cooking and attending some e-conferences which are relevant to my field.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, Gopal, can you give an introduction about yourself to the viewers? Where you did your bachelor's, master's, like a bit about yourself.
Yeah. Hi everyone, this is Gopal Kishan Dubey, and I did my bachelor's from University of Delhi in chemistry honors, and then I did my master's in organic chemistry from National Institute of Technology, Warangal, Telangana, and currently I'm working as research assistant in University of Delhi Chemical Biology Laboratory.
Okay, that's great. So, so Gopal, the main reason why we are doing this video is like I want. There are a lot of students who are really aspiring to be good researchers, but somehow they are not really aware of the how do they get research internship? Like how do they get research experience? Because not all institutes in India have the facilities to like really give and exposure to research. So, what kind of research have you done? Could you just give an idea to the aspirants before I ask you how you got those opportunities? Could you just highlight what all you have done during your bachelor's and master's?
Okay. During my bachelor's, I was enrolled for like 1 year in the research project sanctioned by Delhi University in my department only. And in my master's, I did my first internship at IIT Hyderabad in catalysis. And then I joined JNCSR in 2018. And then again in 2019, I was again called for the renewal. And currently, I'm working in Delhi University again.
Okay. So, could you highlight a bit about what you did, in brief, what you did in those
Yeah.
internships?
Okay. So in my bachelor's, like the research was very basic. We like developed a compound using a dye, rose bengal, for the detection of fingerprint on the spoiled crime scene because the professor was interested in forensic chemistry. So found the formulation for that. And
Okay.
at IIT Hyderabad, I did on catalysis on CH activation using palladium acetate as the catalyst. And at JNCSR, I worked in bioorganic laboratory where I worked extensively on peptide chemistry and cyclic dipeptides and fluorescent probes.
Right. So, like, that's quite a varied experience you have had throughout your research
Uh,
internships. So, like, which one
yeah,
are you more fond of among all the three that you have done till
yeah, that is hands down JNCSR because I really love that group because it's not only the chemistry that I learned from there, it's like the complete research experience and the dedication of the students there and the facilities, the dedication of the faculty members. It's commendable.
now? Right. But
Highly recommended.
I have this general question. Like, if you compare, since I am also from Delhi University, I have a bit idea of how the culture is in Delhi University. So, like, if you compare Delhi University, like the dynamic culture that it has as compared to maybe JNCSR, which is more like
Uh-huh.
research oriented. So, is there any comparison between both of them, or it totally depends on the interest of the person, like how he is? Because
Uh, it's a very typical question, but I'll be a little biased towards JNCSR because there the environment is totally different. Like there is no scarcity of resources. You can take your research to any level, and like there's no restriction for the research. Like that's a place for true research. Like, if you have any plan, just execute it and just show that yeah, this is working. Show it to your supervisor, and like there are few things like that is the research culture. Like every time, every week they have group meetings, which is not very usual in University really. And then they are open for all the suggestion. Even like I was intern, but I like they were open if I have any suggestion for their research. They were already in fourth year PhD, third year PhD, but they were like, the environment is very convivial and competitive at the same time.
Right. So like for someone who is like really into research, I think that is the best place to be in India. Like one of the best places I would say
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah. I
to be in
totally agree.
India. Right.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So like I said, Gopal, like there are a lot of students who struggle getting internships. So could you highlight like how did you approach professors, or what was exactly like how did you bag these internships? So could you share that journey?
Uh-huh. Yeah. First of all, like I would thank you because we are doing this video, because when I was in my bachelor's, I was not aware of the few opportunities that I could have bagged. But now, like I can tell this so that the others who are in bachelor first year, they can go. There are few programs like at Jain CSR only. When I was there, I came to know about that. It's like POSE and POBE, project oriented chemistry education. So
Okay.
what they do, they call you for 3 summers. So then you have to attend the classes, you have to attend the laboratory. There would be viva, examination, there would be lab rotation within the groups. So that in bachelor itself in 3 years, you'll be having a very vast domain of research experience. And along with that, you'll be getting a diploma. So along with your 3 year bachelor's degree, you'll be having a diploma that would be upper hand. And like working under erudite scientists like there at JNCSR, and listening to the motivation speeches by Sienna Rao. So there are very good like doors that will open for you if you did. So this is program Poste and Pobe, which you can find the link on JNCSR ID. So if you get selected for 3 summers, you have to go there. So it's very good if you are in a bachelor.
So like
Otherwise,
you get a diploma in research, or which what do you get a
yeah,
diploma?
in chemistry, like if you are enrolled to POSE, you'll get a diploma in chemistry. So if you are
Okay.
enrolled to POBE, you'll get diploma in biology.
Right. So, like, how? So, for example, if someone is in first year, right? There is nothing as such apart from academics go to really like portray. So, what do you think? Like, do you have any idea on what basis the students will get selected? Because in first year, I don't think anybody has a lot of research experience, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, first they look for your obviously the marks, 12th marks percentage, and also they ask you to write like little write-ups, like which is the most exciting research you think according to you in chemistry. So such thing like they'll see what is the level of your thinking and whether you have the scientific temper in you, so that like you can think like a researcher, or maybe you are a beginner. So they can sense it, and based on that only they'll shortlist the application, and
That's a very
obviously
good
based
point.
on
That's a
yeah.
very good point. Right. So, apart from that, are there any other opportunities you're aware of in bachelor's apart from the
Yeah,
one that you shared?
yeah. Even the Indian Academy of Sciences, they also take bachelor students for research, and like you can apply it through this program. Otherwise, what you can do in your department itself or the university which you are working, you can go and look like in the first year. First, you have to be very sure like you should be clear about the broad domain, so that you want to work in physical chemistry or inorganic or organic. At least this idea you should be having, and with that idea you can approach few faculties just to have a little insight, so that you can learn like a very basic thing which is common in all the laboratory, like work up and column and everything. So uh, that would be really helpful if
Right.
you work. Yeah.
So, like, since you were not aware of these opportunities, so like, then how did you bag an internship? Like, so how did you apply? Like, what was your journey like in bachelor's?
Yeah. So in bachelor's, we like I approached a lot of professors in the science faculty while I was in University of Delhi. So that time I was asked to maintain a good CGPA, so that I can cross the cutoff for the master, so that I can continue my master in Delhi University itself. So a lot of professors asked me to focus on the CGPA or percentage. But then I talked to one of the professor who was teaching us, and he was currently like he got a project sanction. So I requested him, and I personally went to him, and then I told him that I want to work. And fortunately, he was working on some diets, and along with professor, there was another joint professor. So she was also working in the same project. So she recommended me strongly, and then professor considered me, and then I was enrolled for one entire year where we did research.
Right, that's great.
So
So like basically like nothing comes to you by yourself. You really have to like
yeah,
approach people and you have to really like grab the opportunity when it comes to you, right? So like
yeah,
according to you, your suggestion would be to maintain a good CGPA so that and
yeah.
to be good to be in good books of professors basically.
Yeah, like CGPA, I'm not big fan of CGPA because I have few friends who they were not having good CGPA, but still they landed in good laboratory for their internship. But you should be having a scientific temper and you should be having that zeal. The professor usually look for the enthusiasm and they look for the new faces and new energy so that they can carry out the research in an enthusiastic way.
Right. That's a good point. So like did so this was in your second year of bachelor's where you did this research
Yeah.
project, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
like
Yes.
you told me before in third year, like since you didn't do a project because you were preparing for your
I will be
examinations,
that.
right? So
Mhm.
right. So then what about masters? How did you get an opportunity to work at IIT Hyderabad?
Yeah. So, like, I was enrolled to NIT Warangal, and there we have this chemistry association where we organized lectures by eminent scientists every, like, in the starting of the semester and the ending of the academic year. So, I was very fortunate to host that event, and I have to introduce the scientist profile. I have to just speak the scientist profile and call him for his talk. So I already did my homework. I saw his research work and I already saw like what kind of work he's doing. So after the talk, I went to him and I told him. And during the his talk also, like after his talk, I also raised some doubts so that at least he can notice me that I was attentive during his talk. And then he asked me to mail him personally, and I was very fortunate that he called me for winter internship for 1 month only, because I don't think anyone can allow you just for a very short span of time of 30 days to 45 days in their laboratory. But he was very generous to invite me for his for research work.
That's a great insight. So basically over here as well, like you showed your zeal that you wanted to do research and that's how you got the opportunity, right? So
Yeah,
that's a great point. Like if you really want to get research exposure, you have to show that zeal, you have to show that enthusiasm, and I'm sure that there are a lot of professors who will give you that opportunity that you're looking.
yeah. And secondly, like if you are not going for a paid internship, so they motivate you a lot because you are going without stipend. You're going under them without stipend. So they really encourage such enthusiasm.
Right, that's great. And then finally, you did your like 2 years of research, not exactly 2 years, like 2 different years. You spent in JNCSR. So how did you
Yeah.
apply to JNCSR, and what is the journey like?
Yeah. So after my first year, I was having like a very good CGPA, decent CGPA, you can say. And then I
I've looked
came
at your
for
profile.
stipend.
It's not a decent CGPA, but anyway.
So beforehand, I just made a diary in which I note the dates of the previous year internship, their opening of the portals, their deadlines, so that I can prioritize which application I have to apply first and next, so that I can have and what is the prerequisite, some like for IT Spark program by Roorkee, organized by IIT Roorkee. They ask for like a complete motivation letter and your research summary, everything. So accordingly, you have to write it and you have to like give a proper time to write that. Similarly, for IT Madras, where they take students only the top two students of the class, only they can apply. So like I used to like make a diary in which I used to note all the deadlines. And sometimes like I used to look for the last year students so that I can find someone who is very familiar to me. I can ask them like what they did while applying so that I can also mold my application accordingly for increasing my chances. And sometimes I just used to like randomly go on Facebook and search their names, and I used to get them and get closer to them, and they used to review my profile. So then with that I got opportunity for Indian Academy of Sciences. I got selected that year. IT Madras, IT Roorkee Spark program, and JNCSR and IT Hyderabad. So like after I was having a very like good amount of internship in my hand, and then I took help from my professors where exactly I should go, because all of them were
Top
professors
institutes.
of yeah, topics were similar because I wrote the write up was similar because I wanted to work in that domain only. But I just saw like uh, which can give me like IT is a brand, JNCSR is a brand, and there are few professors like he was Bhatnagar awardee. So I was confused like which way to go. So then my professor really helped me in shortlisting that, and then finally I chose JNCSR, and I worked there for good 2 months
Okay, that's great. That's
in
great.
2018.
2018. Okay, so so you had another round of research as well in 2019. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for that,
That's
like, because like I recommend this to all of the students, like wherever they go, you have to leave your mark that yeah, you were here, and your research, because see, even if you are not going to work in that laboratory again, but you might need a recommendation, and if you really did well in that laboratory, the professor will like vehemently give you like a strong recommendation, and you can see your good future. And if that lab is particularly like, if you want to join that lab for PhD, I would recommend to show like more zeal, so that next time, like if he can remember your face or he can remember your name, the professor. So if you can apply, if you want to apply for the PhD, so the chances are really high for you.
right. Right. So right. So once you got like what like you highlighted some opportunities that you had in your hand, like for summer internships. So like could you just maybe give up one or two lines regarding what the internship was about, like what are the opportunities that you found in masters, so that one could look them up on the internet.
Yeah. So I don't know whether I should mention the name of the professor.
No, not the
Uh,
professor, the programs.
Uh-huh. So yeah, for IIT Madras, like they only take top two students. So if you are in your top two in first semester or second semester, so you can ask your department to issue that certificate that you topped in the first semester or second semester, and you can directly apply. So that is very good because they have their own program. Similarly, for IIT Roorkee, they have Spark program. I would like everyone to apply for Spark program, because at the end of the internship, they ask you to present a poster of your work. So along with the your research experience, you'll be having the additional accoutrement for the poster presentation, how to make the poster, how to use Corel Draw. So you can have a, and then you can present their work in future in some conferences as a poster presentation. So
Right.
that is a very good thing. And then I applied for Indian Academy of Sciences, and at IIT Hyderabad too, like I worked under Sir. So again, he was ready to take me as a summer intern.
So, like you said that there apart from academics and your research experience, there they do ask for certain other features like your motivation letter to test your
Yeah.
scientific temperament.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, like what exactly like what are the bullet points or the key points you would like to tell the viewers that they would should look into when they're writing a motivation
Mhm. For like I would recommend to first read what exactly they want, because for different institutes they have different questions. The pattern is same, but the questions are different. So like you should basically explain what motivates you to take chemistry, and then like first you have to tell why science is like interested for you, and then why you opted for chemistry, and then why you are like why you took particularly organic chemistry, why you want to work in this particular field. So basically, you have to write a story to tell. Like, if I should read your motivation letter, I should feel like, yeah, I want to discuss my research program with him or her, and I want to meet that person. So it should be like a story in which you should feel that, yeah, that the person, the applicant is very interested in chemistry, and they really want to do something in this field.
letter? Right.
And
So,
it should be,
right. So if someone wants to really want to connect with you, or wants, like you said that you did try to find out some people who got into the internships so that you
yeah,
would really get an idea. So like that, there
yeah,
might be many viewers who would want an idea. So would you mind if I share your email ID with them down in the description box?
yeah.
Right.
For sure. Like
So
I'm always ready to help, because people who help me, I'm really thankful to them. Like you also helped me a lot. So because you have already traveled that path, so you can guide me better than anyone else in this world.
thank you so much. Right. So, yeah, Gopal. So, one last question. That is a very interesting question, and it comes to me a lot, right? So, like, why did you choose NIT? Because, like, a lot of students ask me personally, and I tell them that central institutes, that's my opinion, that central
Mhm.
institutes are much better for overall development than NITs. So, without being biased about NITs, what is your you can say unbiased opinion that whether central institutes are
Uh-huh.
better or NITs are better? And what is your story? Why you chose NIT?
Yeah. So my story would be a bit tragic because my mother forced me like not to go for either Kolkata and either Pune because but I like opposed everyone and I vehemently chose NIT Warangal. First, there are two reasons. First, I thought that okay, this institute is very like well reputed and is the first NIT established in the chain of 31 NITs in India. And secondly, like I was getting IITs like which are new, so I felt that maybe the old NIT would be having better reputation and the better chances of development. And secondly, like they were having this organic chemistry specialization, which any other IIT is not having. So I
Right.
was particularly interested so that I can be in touch with the organic chemistry.
But when you compare your life at Delhi University and you compare it NIT, so like honestly, what would you recommend? Whether if
Yeah,
someone is getting an opportunity for masters, let's say in Delhi University, I'm not sure if you had that or not. I'm sure you might be having like yeah.
merit based. Yeah.
Do you have any? I won't say regrets, but if someone else asks you that whether they are getting an opportunity to work at do their masters at
Uh-huh.
NIT or Delhi University or any other central university for that matter, what would you advise them?
See, I think to one its own, if you want to qualify like JAM or JRF, I feel like GATE. So the Delhi University syllabus is very focused on that only. So that like in NIT you will be particularly studying very new subjects in organic chemistry like drug delivery or some very new subject polymorphisms. So which is not taught in some institute and which are not relevant for the GRF and GATE. So if you like want to settle in India and if you want to do PhD, because secondly I feel Delhi University they don't have that 6 months research program. Their research is kind of a report which you write during the seminars or you know. So it is, but for PhD it's fine. But for MSc, if you really need the insight or you really want to feel the nuances of the research, I feel that IITs and NITs or some central university which are having this facility of 6 month project at the end. So that would be much better because in our laboratory, like we used to work for 6 months in the laboratory, last 6 months, and credits are given accordingly. In Delhi University, they write basically reports and which the reaction which they have not performed in the laboratory. So you
Right.
don't have much understanding of what exactly is happening in the project. And even in the interviews also, you'll be given upper hand if you have done a master's research. And like most of the questions, they are based on your master's thesis only. So there you'll be
Right.
having the upper hand.
Right. So, viewers, I would just like to tell you, like he mentioned that in Delhi University, you don't get the opportunity to actually do hands-on research. But there are certain universities, like he said, like I have personal experience over there, like Punjab University, where you get more than 1 year of research experience, and
Yeah,
it's amazing. And similarly, if I talk about University of Hyderabad as well, over there also you get a lot
yeah,
of experience in research. So, like he said, it's like it depends on you what you really want. And if I compare, like you have been to NIT and you've been to Delhi University. So as a like if you say overall development or if you talk about the culture of the place, so which you found better? Do you had a better apart from academics, like a general you can say a student life as student life which is better, Delhi University or NIT?
uh, yeah. Because see, I feel like
Particularly
Delhi
as a
is like
student of basic sciences, because what I've heard is like NIT is more into like technology and they feel like there's a lot of you can say interest given to technological subjects like engineering and all. So as a basic science student, do you feel neglected or like if you compare basically non-academically, which is better?
yeah, yeah. See, I feel like in Delhi University, I already I already did my bachelor's there, so it's already like a home for me. So it's a very comfortable place. But like if you're going to south, so there's a language problem first. Okay, so there's a total cultural shift. So it would be easy for you if you're going abroad because it is very similar. People don't know Hindi here there, and and you
Yes.
can feel yeah.
As a person, you grow more and like if you are in a different environment than what you're
Yeah, yeah.
comfortable, right?
And like yeah, being in IITs or NITs, definitely like we are given like little bit less preference than the technical institute because during the uh, placements,
Right.
because their placements they'll occur first, they'll be having like Facebook, Microsoft. But here, even like in our department also, they were having very good. what you say,
Placements. Yeah.
Yeah, but still I feel like there is a bit neglection.
Neglection to the
Yeah, yeah,
basic sciences. Yeah, right,
yeah,
right. So right. So I think that was a really fruitful discussion. Thank you, Gopal. Like I think learners whosoever is watching this video, they'll learn a lot. And in case they have any queries, like I said, I'll put down his email in the description box, so you
yeah,
can
sure.
contact him, and I'm sure that he would definitely be helping you out.
Yeah, I
So
will.
yeah, thank you, Gopal. Thank you for joining in. It was really interesting to
Thank you
talk
so
to
much.
you, and I wish you all the best for your upcoming endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Hey guys, so I'm a verified educator on Unacademy, and along with that, I'm also available on the Unacademy Plus platform where I'm taking live classes along with other educators. So, in case you're interested in attending the live classes, you can subscribe to the Unacademy Plus platform using my referral code, that is SETHI, and that will give you 10% discount. All right, and in case you're not interested in attending the live classes, you can watch the free courses that are available on the Unacademy. For that, all you need to do is go to the Unacademy website or download the Unacademy learning app and search my name over there, that is ACT. Once you do that, you will get the access to all the free courses that are available on the Unacademy platform. All right, now let's begin with the video.